Welcome to Your Region This Week. I'm Anandi Carroll Woolery. In this episode, an event to inspire young women to pursue a skilled trades career, plus artificial intelligence could be more friend than foe. A look how it can help businesses and their employees be more efficient. But first, here's a look at the headlines with Carla Fitzsimmons.
Thanks, Anandi. Kitchener City staff is recommending an increase to parking fines. The recommendation is that most parking fines in the city of Kitchener would be increased by $10 each. This would be the first increase in the city since 2008. 5 violations that have a safety component are also being recommended to receive higher penalties. These include school zones, fire routes, fire hydrants, snow events, and accessible parking. Grand River Transit is celebrating Pride Month in style with an all-new Pride bus, a colorful display of characters set to a background of overlapping rainbows. It has been designed by local artist Sebastian Bailey, who's worked on previous design projects related to the 2S LGBTQ+ community. Free Dental Care Day returns to the Royal City on June 6th. Westwood and Starwood Dental is having its 10th annual free dental care event. Registrations start at 7:30 a.m. and it's open to people who do not have access to dental care. Patients who are over the age of 18 and older can choose from a free cleaning, extraction, or filling. It's on the first come, first served basis. It guarantees 50 patients will be seen, but typically closer to 100 patients are seen. Lessard and Innisfree's annual Hike for Hospice returns this Sunday, marking 25 years since Lessard House opened its doors in Cambridge and 10 years since Innisfree opened its doors in Kitchener.
Our Hike for Hospice is on Sunday, June 8th. It's our 16th year operating the hike, and it's a way for families to give back to Lessard and Innisfree for the care that their loved ones have experienced at one of our 2 locations. It's also a way to honor their loved one and meet with other families that have experienced the same type of loss. We are so grateful to be welcomed by our community and supported by our community that help us keep providing this important service because there isn't enough government funding. We do have to raise over $2 million a year to provide all of the wraparound services. The government funding only covers the care at the bedside. So by having an event like this, it's giving back for our legacy program, our bereavement programs, our social work, our kitchen coordinators. We're known for our warm bowls of soup and our fresh baked goods, Wednesday being scone day. It's always the stories and the connection that we hear that it just reminds us of why we're here and how important and impactful it is to our families and the community.
And now to an update to a story we brought you a few weeks ago. We introduced you to Joan, a 99-year-old senior from Cambridge who was lacing up her shoes to walk 99 laps in support of Ronald McDonald House Charities. Well, last Friday afternoon, Joan accomplished her goal, and our camera was there to see her final laps. Take a look.
Central Ontario, as well as we have the wonderful Butterfink family who had a stay at Ronald McDonald South Central Ontario in Hamilton that are going to be completing 2 final laps with Joan. wants to have a seat, you can get comfortable. This year, Joan decided to partner with Ronald McDonald House Charities Toronto and South Central Ontario. In honor of her third year fundraising, at the age of 99, she declared she was going to do 99 laps for a fundraising goal of $3,099. Joan and some of her fellow Seniorosity members also had the pleasure of visiting Ronald McDonald House Charities South Central Ontario on May 5th and supported McHappy Day by hand-delivering Happy Meals to children and families. And today, we all witnessed her final lap. I am pleased to announce that to date, Joan has raised an impressive $3,490.
Coming up, inspiring the next generation. Jill of all trades, a day for women, comes to Conestoga College.
Hello, welcome to Lions TV Bingo. An announcement, we are now on Mondays. Yes, every Monday from now on, Lions TV Bingo is going to be here on Rogers, and we're off like a herd of turtles. Roll 29, 4 $500 prizes, one $3,500 prize, all the trivia you can imagine, and some of my bad jokes. We'll see you this Monday.
Welcome to the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Stalo people. The Stalo are people of the river. I'm so thankful for the courage and resiliency of our ancestors who lived on this land since time immemorial. Each of us have gifts from the Creator, and our Creator has a plan and purpose to be fulfilled in our territory. As we embrace our traditional teachings, we can lead the next generation into the fullness of what our Creator designed. Our shared history reveals a broken relationship, but as all Canadians commit to hear truth, acknowledge injustice, we can learn to walk in our traditional way, Letsamot, with a good heart and a good mind. Then all of our lives will be enriched. Kwasai.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Bringing artificial intelligence to life was the focus at KPMG Summit held earlier this week in Kitchener. It looked at interactive technology for businesses that want to achieve tangible results with AI.
Today's summit was part of a 6-summit series that we launched across Canada, and this was the last of the events. They're all different regions, they were towards different industries, and we had a lot of experts from both companies that develop AI solutions, consultants like us, and actual companies that use AI solutions in their business to progress their business. These summits were around agentic AI and the use of agentic AI today. How do we progress our business goals with it? How do we go through adoption? How do we use it to achieve return on investment aligned with corporate objectives?
In the world of agentic AI, you're really thinking that there's more of an autonomous experience of the agent itself. They're able to do things, check back in with you, and that concept of being your digital employee is very much real when you think about having multiple agents that we'll all have that are going off and doing different portions
So in simple terms, agentic AI can be described as the marriage between automation and AI, or specifically generative AI. So as Heather put it in the summit, it's the baby of RPA and generative AI. In layman's terms, that means that we create systems that have an AI agent, and we give it the ability to learn from the data we give it, to act autonomously within confined boundaries, and adapt and change direction based on that reinforced learning, interacting with other agents as itself or with humans. And that makes a difference between other systems that are not able to adapt necessarily when you have a simple AI model used for a specific purpose, but it cannot act and produce tangible results or actions. For example, to go on the internet, look for airline ticket prices for you, book you a ticket actually, and find your hotel, and do everything that a human would do online. I think the biggest takeaway from today was that you shouldn't wait to experiment and adopt AI and AI agents. And we heard it from a lot of our guests on the panels, real-world organizations that actually use AI, and they started adopting different technologies into their organizations and spread the word, create awareness, and have people experiment with it. If you experiment with AI within your organization and deploy different types of solutions across the enthusiasts in the organization, that creates two things. Creates awareness and creates embracement, adoption, eliminates a lot of the fear from the technology, and you achieve a lot faster the results that you would if you're taking a more cautious approach. Let's wait, let's see what works, what doesn't work, let's create a specific use case that will bring me return on investment within the next 6 months. It is really creating awareness and embracement and buy-in among your employees, and that spurs a lot of creativity and use cases within the organization.
Jill of All Trades, A Day for Women, is a day-long event to inspire young women in grades 9 to 12 about the many opportunities that careers in trades and technology provide.
We are so happy to be here today at our Reuter campus, Conestoga Skilled Trades campus. So excited to welcome over 325 young women from 11 school boards, a number of private schools, to our campus today to experience Jill of All Trades. And what an awesome opportunity this is for those young women. We have a whole bunch of different workshops that they're going to attend, 3 out of 18 workshops here on the same campus. And they're going to have all of that experience, and they're going to make things and take things home. And just after their first workshop, they come back and they interact with our sponsors and employer booths. And that's when this networking piece comes in, the opportunities to engage with our local employers, our provincial, national, and North American sponsors. So it's just an awesome day. And then the experience in all the different workshops. It creates this awareness that skilled trades are for young women, and to create these pathways already when they're coming into grade 10, grade 11, et cetera, they can choose those correct courses that they need to take to prepare themselves for post-secondary, either an apprenticeship pathway or a trades pathway at their local community college, being Conestoga College. So we are very excited that they're here today. I do have to mention we are North America. We have 28 events here in 2025 across North America, even 6 in the US. So we're very excited at that. And we are going global in the next year or so. So wait for those announcements to come. So I also want to talk about our amazing North America brand ambassador, Mandy Renahan, this blue-collar CEO, owner and founder of Freshco, not the grocery store, has won numerous awards, and we're so pleased to have her here today as our keynote speaker. But we love her to death that she's involved in Jill of All Trades, and she loves promoting women in the skilled trades.
My second question to you is, who wants to be rich?
It's just awesome sauce. There's no other way to describe it except for when you look at what we're doing here today, this is progress in the making. It's here. These girls are showing up and they have something that we never had. They have support. I mean, did you see the carb table down there? Look at the food, the excitement. We're going to have t-shirts flying into the audience. It really could make you emotional to think of the opportunities that our gals have today. Well, apparently I'm a pilot project that went really right. So when you look at me being in the trades from a very young age and now being one of Canada's top CEOs, It shows people you can be this. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you came from, this can be you. Because we need more leaders in Canada, and these young gals today need to see what they can be. And I'm here to show them that. My message is to them is that when you look at that house that everybody's been trying to get into, the women before me kicked the front door in, and women like me opened up the doors and let all the stank out. It's just now their time to go in and design it the way they want. And that's what I tell them. There's nothing holding you back. No, you don't need to even think about it. It's there for you to take. It's just that easy.
It's one of those programs that really shows what happens when government, industry, education, and kids sort of all come together in this perfect combination. And you know, as an MPP, part of the reason I'm here is because of the government funding angle and the fact that as a government we've been so aggressively focused on really bringing attention to the trades and 50% of our workforce. But honestly, for me personally, seeing all these girls being so excited is absolutely incredible because, you know, as I will tell them when I speak later, there is nothing that beats the confidence you get from learning how to do something that scares you. And coming here, learning how to, you know, use a drill, change a big tire, that's an experience that they will not forget and that they will take with them when they leave here today.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university. So they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Imagine the opportunity to beat Tom Brady at sports.
We're going into a really tough division.
The game is much more physical. Everything is faster, bigger.
Birmingham are absolute favourites with the arrival of Tom Brady.
It's a friendly competition. Well, not so friendly.
How about that?
Come on. Can't find a trash can big enough.
Steph here from The Cruise TV, the show where we talk about the people and stories behind the coolest cars on the road. Join us on Sundays at 8 p.m.
Personal finance show that dares to ask those money questions you've always wanted to. Join Mike Bregueth when he talks with experts on all aspects of money. Money Matters with Mike Bregueth, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Summer days, summer nights, lots of things to do, places to go, and people to see. If you're having a few drinks, be sure to plan ahead and get home safely. We don't want to pick you up. Drinking drivers risk injuries to themselves and others and take chances with their license, their jobs, and their future. Remember what's at stake and choose your ride, whether you're the driver, the passenger, or the party host. Thanks for supporting sober driving. I hope we never meet.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
In sports, the Cambridge Hornets introduce its head coach for the 2025-26 season. The Hornets will return to the Allen Cup Hockey League this fall, and the team will be led by head coach Jeff McCormick.
We want to build a hockey team that the community can be proud of. We want to be able to put a winning product on the ice where our players are welcoming fans to the rink, where our players are interacting with fans during the season, but also at the arena and away from the rink. So we're putting together a product that, again, the biggest thing is the community of Cambridge and Waterloo region can be proud of. The ultimate goal is to build a product that can challenge for the Allen Cup. We all are involved in this game because we want to win. The difference between winning and losing is sometimes small, but winning, especially at the national championship, is just why we're here. I've been involved with the league for a number of years, so I know the competitive nature of the league. I know what it takes to be successful in the league, and I know what it takes to form a winning hockey club with individuals that are coming to the rink with the priority when they're there. Hockey's important, but again, looking for fellowship, looking for camaraderie, looking to be part of a team. So ideally, looking for players that have played high-level hockey, looking for players that have experienced winning hockey, and looking for players that understand there's different roles on every team, and those roles have to be filled, and people have to understand their roles and be willing to accept their roles.
Loved his passion when we met him. Loved his experience, obviously, having been in the league and coached, I think, 4 different teams now with 4 different franchises. We don't know what we don't know about this league, so having somebody with that experience is going to help us and help us build a team and help us build a winning culture.
He's coached at every level. We started there. Not only that, but his commitment, desperation for an Allen Cup ring fits what we're here for. We brought back the Hornets because we want an Allen Cup win in Cambridge. He wants an Allen Cup ring. He's got the experience. He's got the knowledge. So it was a perfect fit.
We have 3 dates scheduled for open skates. It's posted on our social media, and we ask that prospective players reach out to me to advise whether they can come or not. Our first skate is June the 12th, followed by July the 15th, followed by August the 12th. All skates will take place at Sports Park in Cambridge. And again, so if interested players, check our social medias, reach out to me. We'll go back and forth, text, email, or telephone calls, whatever's necessary to make arrangements to get prospective players on the ice. Right now, as of this morning, I know I have 18 players that are going to be on the ice on June the 12th.
For more local sports stories, check out 519 Sports Online. Darren Stevenson and his team work to bring our community stories about local athletes. Visit 519sportsonline.ca.
Still ahead, highlighting the work of our volunteers at Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm Stacey Bester, the host of Sweet Occasions here on Rogers TV. I'm so looking forward to season 7, where we're serving up both sweet and savory dishes. I hope you'll tune in and enjoy all of the flavors that we have for you. And don't forget to make every day a sweet occasion.
Clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
My name is Matthew Rutledge. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, born in Red Lake. Was adopted from there to Toronto at the age of 4. A lot of our brothers and sisters, family members got separated from each other. That was the government's goal, to break that connection from brothers and sisters. Basically taking the Indian out of the child. Right now, they're still trying to find themselves. Originally, my birth name is Harvey Halverson. In my high school days, teens, I was trying to fit into society. I knew I was First Nations, but I didn't know who I was inside. I think later in life, I started that journey. I am proud Anishinaabe man, who I am now. I love life, who I am.
finally for us, you might not know it, but most of our programs on Rogers TV wouldn't happen without the hard work of our volunteers. Take a look.
Today was a volunteer appreciation event, and they wanted to do a volunteer bingo event, and they asked me to be the guest bingo caller. But it was a great way to acknowledge all our amazing volunteers.
First up, under the N, 39.
Sean Ferfaro, I'm currently the host for Kitchener Rangers hockey on Rogers TV, but I've been with Rogers TV on air for in a number of different capacities since 2004. They're the most important thing in the broadcast as far as I'm concerned. They're more important than your on-air talent. They're more important than your producer, with all due respect to you and the rest of the producers, because without them, we couldn't do it. If you miss a show, it can go on. If I miss a show, it can go on. If our volunteers aren't there, it does not go on.
Four is in the maximum number of Ryans you can have on a Guelph Storm broadcast.
My name's Dylan Buck-Bowen, and I was an intern here at Rogers TV. The biggest thing, I think, was a lot more confidence in working in the actual field, working in a team with other people. I was also really just proud of myself of the stuff that I tried and how I pushed myself to grow my skills even further.
Hello, my name is Nuno Zapatero, and I'm a volunteer here at Rogers TV. My responsibilities with the What's Buzzing show is producing. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Oh man, like I feel so proud of myself, but I've also been so grateful to be able to put together the show for them, be able to help Rogers TV out with producing the show and making sure that every episode gets aired, make sure every episode gets aired correctly, and make sure that everyone is happy with the content that they put out for the show.
My name is Marcus Gross, and I'm a volunteer at Rogers TV. I've definitely gained a lot of good friendship. I like all the people I talk to. I like that everybody keeps in touch, you know? I've gained a lot of good connections. Just do it, you know? Just try it. Be confident, you know? Even if you make a mistake, that's okay, you know? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's the advice.
Give it a chance, because the reason I started with Rogers TV was just something I thought it was something I might like, and 21 years later, here we are. The thing that's great about volunteering at Rogers is there's something for everybody. If you want to be a part of a team, 5 or 6 people do something all in tandem with each other, there's a role for you. If you want to be something where you're a little more isolated and you can find something that you can do on your own, there's always something, no matter what your skill set and what your interest is, and I love that Rogers creates those opportunities for so many people.
That's our show for this edition of Your Region This Week. Thanks for watching. I'm Andy Carroll Woolery. See you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Good news, Rogers customers. Disney Plus is now included in select TV plans at no additional cost. With Disney Plus, you can enjoy exclusive movies and shows like Andor.
They're building a weapon.
Welcome to the rebellion. Vanderpump Villa.
I've chosen this magnificent Italian castle.
And No Taste Like Home.
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
Rogers Xfinity customers say activate Disney Plus into your voice remote to learn more.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a